Kia ora, everybody. We're back here on What's Going On, Maori Churr TV. And today I am live streaming with AJ May down in LA. She is at the Super Rugby down there, Super Sevens. And I was with her earlier on. And we were live streaming with her early on, and it's pretty cool. So now I'm going to bring her back on. She's going to be giving an update on what's going on. So let me bring her on the screen with me to share the screen with me. There
Good
she
morning.
is. Kia ora.
Hey,
Kia ora.
how's it going? Okay,
Pretty
so
good.
an update on our Voives page Chile,
Yeah.
and I'm going to apologise to all Chilean fans. The Chileans didn't go down easy.
Wow.
We had a group. We won, but they scored a try and converted it. We had some Chilean fans behind us who were going non-rush, meaning don't let Rush get the ball. And then Rush got the ball right at the end and did a spectacular slide under the goalpost.
Nice.
So I think we were 26-7 at the end. But we had a game after that, the first major upset of the tournament. Our Aussie
And
cousin.
Who was that?
Well, Australia and Kenya. Now, Kenya, if you've ever been to Sevens, Kenya have the most amazing fans. They chant and they sing, and for adults, they get them all singing and doing dance routines. And
Yes.
I mean, to get them all going in the right direction at the right time, I don't know how they do it.
Yeah,
But,
I have watched it on YouTube and all that. So.
I think the score was the Kenyans won, and
Right.
I think the score was 14-7, which doesn't bode well for our Australian friends.
Yes.
But the good news is we did find a couple of Australian fans, which I had said in the past they were a bit elusive, but there are a couple here.
All
Now,
right.
at the moment, we have got Fiji playing Japan. Now,
Right.
as far as the biggest threat to New Zealand, Fiji is it. And I've actually got some very loud and proud Fijians all around me.
Oh, yeah.
And it has started raining, so we're not quite where we were by the tunnel last time. So we've moved up so that we're a little bit drier. But if I turn the camera around, you can probably see Fiji and Japan on the field. Let's see if we can do
Sure.
that.
So there
Here
you
we
go.
go.
AJ's turning the camera around. I'm just going to focus a little bit. So there we go.
Yeah,
And
it's not that
Fiji
clear,
is
but you know, it is what it is.
in Japan,
Yes, and we've got. Let's see if we can see them. There are some very passionate Fijian supporters. This group down there with their jackets on, they are standing in the pouring rain. They don't
so
care.
what's the score right now?
It's 0-0, which
Oh.
Japan are holding them really well. You know, Japan actually is a really passionate rugby, both sevens and 14. Okay, so I think you can see this. That little white dot is the Fijian rugby fan. And he's just scored and he's just run away. So it's 50 degrees here. And let's see. Oh, there's a severe weather alert coming. And it may not rain this afternoon when the boys are playing, but we also may get a thunderstorm. It's a bit unclear at the moment, like most things weather related. So, the weather is not dampening the fans' experience. I mean, you can see there's lots of people around me. You can see the red and blue flags of Samoa over there. The Kenyans were losing their mind about 10 minutes ago when they won. And the Fijians scored, but I don't think they converted it. So it's 5-0 to the Fijians. Japan is giving them a run for their money, though. That normally the Fijians would have scored a couple of times by now, but I also think the conditions have a lot to do with it. I mean, when the boys run, you can see the water, flying off their shoes and their feet, and the tries are absolutely spectacular because it's like they slide, And I think there's
So AJ, who have you met so far?
Well, we saw the boys going in and out of the tunnel, and we waved to all of them, and Denise got photos with all of them. We've seen a few officials, we saw the Springboks captain. I think they're playing next. But we haven't tracked down any Kiwis that we know yet, but the morning is young. And as you can, I don't know if you can see down there, everybody's got their ponchos on.
Yeah, I can
But,
see
you know,
that.
Yeah, so, we're still having a lot of fun here. Oh, there's
For sure,
a whole lot of
for
Fijian
sure,
fans
sure.
down here.
Yeah.
But, I'm going to say I think every country is representative. The fans come out and they go crazy. I mean, it's just fun. And so we'll see. The US and Samoa game showed us that both those teams are strong, and we have to play both of those teams by the end of the day.
Oh, okay.
So we have to be assured of going through. We have to beat both of them, or at least win against one convincingly.
Yeah.
Because
who do the ABs play next?
we are playing the US.
Oh,
and that's going to be a good game.
A good game.
We'll go back down to the tunnel and get wet for that one, and show them running out again. But then at about 4:30, we are going to play Samoa, which
that's a tough one.
Well, Samoa has really kind of come into its own over the last 2 or 3. I don't know what they were doing in the pandemic, but boy, it paid off.
So who are the favorite teams? It's Samoa and Fiji?
I think that the top teams are ourselves, Samoa and Fiji. Right. You can never count out the Springboks, and the Argentinians have snuck into 2 wins over the last year. Right. They just come out of nowhere. They're quiet. I think when you underestimate a team, that's when they become very dangerous. Right. And I think that has happened with the Argentinians. They've been underestimated a lot. And then they just sneak on in there. But, lesson learned.
So for tomorrow's game, those are the qualifiers of today?
Yes, they are. Okay. And by the end of today, we'll be able to tell you when and where everybody is playing. And, excuse me, hopefully the boys won't get to play until later in the day, because that will mean they're in the finals game.
Yep.
But, the game against Samoa is going to be a test. I think they will have a hard game against the US, but I think the Samoan game is going to be the harder of the 2.
Nice. Yeah.
So it's like I've been saying to the Fijian fans all morning. We'll hopefully see you in the finals.
Right on.
If everything goes well. So,
Right. Yes.
Yeah, so Fiji is 19-0 to Japan, so they're dominating at this point, obviously. But these Fijian boys are big and solid, and I don't know how they're so big and maintain their speed. I mean, they're amazing. That's why they're one of the best teams in the world.
Pretty cool. They're pretty exciting.
Oh, yeah.
So, AJ, so I'm going to, I'm just going to talk a little bit here, and
go ahead.
And just tell everybody that's that'll come on. Some people will come on now to watch. Some people will come later. Some people will watch it on Facebook, the replays and all this and that. So it's pretty exciting to have you down there in LA from Chicago. You live in Chicago, but you went down there reporting for Maori Churr TV. Now, this is pretty good because this is the first time we've done this. We've never done this before. This is the first time, and I think it's pretty neat. It's pretty cool that we're, and I guess you're going to be meeting some of the people, like tomorrow you'll be meeting more people. Friends and some of your friends and people around. So that'll be fun to be chatting with them. You can interview them, and we'll put them live on Maori Churr TV. We'll do all that tomorrow.
What we're planning to do tomorrow is have a pie for breakfast around about, I suppose, 9 o'clock in the food court of the new
that'll be cool.
Listening. Come join us. We're going to go to Aunt Debbie's. The pies are good.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
And we're going to have a pie for breakfast.
Yeah, I'm gonna come with you guys for breakfast. You see, I'm gonna come with you live with AJ down in LA for breakfast, having pies.
From Aunt Debbie.
So that'll be pretty cool. Yeah. So how long does this go on for, AJ? How long does it go for?
The final game is tomorrow at about 6 p.m.
Okay.
So they will play into the dark if they're in the finals.
Yep.
Tonight, I think the last game is at 5:30, so they should be done by 6 o'clock in theory. We're hoping that we won't get too many injuries because of the ground is wet, the boys are sliding. But no, we're hoping for sorry about that. We're hoping for an injury-free tournament because the boys are off to Vancouver tomorrow. Next week, and the ladies will join them. The Waikiki will be with them. They'll be playing this time next weekend. So they have these tournaments that are back to back, and back to back tournaments are not easy for the boys. I mean, a lot of people look at it and go, they're only playing for 14 minutes, but it is a tough physical game. So we'll see how we go. But the ladies will be there. We're hoping that maybe a couple of the ladies from our Blackburns may be here today, but if they're here, we'll hunt them down. Like I said, Denise is very good at finding them.
So AJ, you can turn the camera around so I can have a quick chat with you.
Yep, hang on. Finding the button. Sometimes I lose the button.
Yeah, and then you can tell me what your plans later.
Wait, is my chapstick or yours? Oh, hang on. There it is. Okay.
You can just turn your camera around.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm a bit there I am.
There you go. Yeah.
I'm a bit. It's actually stopped raining now.
Yeah. So, what's your plans for later? You're going to meet up with any of the friends that you know?
Probably tomorrow. We're going to have a quiet night tonight, probably. But we'll have a meal and we'll, we've already. Denise has already seen a couple of people that she knows.
Cool.
We were having a conversation earlier. That Great Britain has amalgamated, so they just used to be England, but they've amalgamated with Scotland and Wales. So those two teams are no longer with us.
Yeah.
So there was a lovely Welsh couple that we used to see every year. So they're not. We haven't seen them so far, but I'm hoping they get some here. But I think our hotel's got a few rugby fans there. So. But Sunday we'll definitely.
Hey, kia ora, Honey. Hey, I got Honey John. He's from.
Hey, John.
Down in Daytona. He's next to Willie. He's next to Willie.
Hey, boys.
Yeah, you're with. Hey, John, we're with AJ. She's in LA, watching. She's live streaming for Maori Churr TV. The Super Rugby, bro. Super Rugby down in LA. So, AJ, the reporter for Maori Churr TV. Anyway, we're doing these little live streaming, So we just got about a couple of minutes to go, and then we will.
We'll come back the next time we come back, we'll have the boys playing the US. Now, for those of you who are, have spouses who are from the US, which there's a lot of us, this could be when you use the upstairs TV. New Zealand supporters downstairs, US supporters upstairs. Just for marital harmony. I've heard this works very well.
Right on.
It'll be a good one to watch for sure, because both teams are more than up to beating the other team. So we'll see what happens.
Cool. AJ, thanks very much for doing this reporting at LA.
No worries,
Super
mate.
7. And your partner in crime there, your partner there.
Hey, yes.
Hey, you can look at this, AJ, you can look at this on Facebook, okay? You can go back and watch the replay. Okay.
I will.
Yeah,
okay, mate,
pretty cool.
We'll see you just before the start of the
just give me a quick
game,
text.
which is about 1:30.
Cool.
And hopefully we can get a picture of them running through the tunnel again and see the boys getting ready. They look a little bit nervous, but once they get on the field, it's all gone.
All right,
They just go out there and do what they were born to do. Okay,
all right, AJ.
We'll see you all soon. Take care.
Thanks very much. Have a good time. All right, enjoy. There you go, folks.
Okay, thanks, mate.
Thank you. So there you go. See, we're with AJ. She's down at LA at the Super 7 Rugby. And she's reporting for Maori Churr TV. Pretty cool. So we'll be back when she texts me to do another live streaming. So thanks for jumping in on jumping on Maori Churr TV on the program called What's Going On.